Hello everybody, today I'm going to talk about my experience using the Instax Mini 8 by Fujifilm. Stay tuned. I would like to start off by saying that I am a photo enthusiast. My normal gear is the Samsung NX300. I carry this around often whenever I go to events and such. But I find that carrying 1, 2, 3 lenses is exhausting. I have a camera bag. I also carry my camcorder and a light attachment, and it gets heavy. I have the shoulder strap, and I have to check it in when I go to certain places because they don't allow bags in, like to certain venues or whatnot, and it's exhausting. And it wasn't until I got my Fujifilm Instax Mini 8 for Christmas or my birthday, I don't remember which one, they're so close. It totally changed for me, and it's been wonderful. For this particular video, I'm focusing on the Instax Mini 8. I know the 9 came out recently and it came with a few different attachments, but other than the extras, it's exactly the same. The functionality is exactly the same. The photo quality is exactly the same. The only difference that I didn't get is there's a selfie mirror on the newer ones that's like on the side here. And also it comes with a macro lens attachment, which if you are taking selfies, it'll be better because normally this is going to be too blurry. So with that extra lens attachment, it's going to make a noticeable difference. Personally, I mean, I will want to get the selfie lens eventually, but I don't foresee myself taking very many selfies with this camera. Film is precious. I'm going to try to reserve as much film as possible to take to other people, but occasionally I want to be on the picture myself. I can just hand it over to somebody, but I will pick up the lens attachment eventually, but just right now. The only other difference is also the Instax Mini 9 comes with like a polka dot, like a drawstring type thing, put it on your wrist, so you don't like drop your camera. And also the Instax Mini 9 comes in a variety of different colors. I think this one was just like white and then maybe very limited colors. The camera does the majority of the work for you. All you have to do is turn the dial. So depending on your setting, if you're indoor or outdoor or whatnot, how well lit it is, when you pop the lens out with this little button here, a little light is going to show up right there. Oops, right there. And that's it's going to tell you what the ideal setting is for you to twist and adjust it to. So we're indoors, there's a little house, so I have it set to there already. If it's like overcast, cloudy, whatever, you would set it to the cloud, and then you have a sun, which is like a standard daylight, and then extra sunny, which is probably like summer when you're like getting blinded outside, and the camera's going to be like, nope, we're going to have to turn down the exposure so your shot comes up properly. There's another one that I haven't really messed with. It's high key. So this one's a little more experimental. That one is what I guess is if you're indoors and there's not enough light and you still want to attempt to take a shot, you can just set it to that and it'll overexpose your shot. And I actually took one picture already. I took a picture of my photo board, and this is with the high key setting, and this is how it came out. It's a little bit blurry, but not too bad. It was actually fun watching this one develop. And that's another thing. You're going to have a lot of fun watching these little films come out of the camera and develop, because it's just like sitting around, people are like getting excited, like, oh my god, you got an instant camera, and then you just pop them on the table and then they start developing within like a few minutes. It's not going to be very long, but it's like the anticipation, just like, how's it going to look, how's it going to look, how's it going to look. It's going to look wonderful. I've actually had the camera for a couple months now, and I didn't really get a chance to use it until this past weekend when I went to a social gathering, and people were asking me, oh, is that a Polaroid camera? Oh, what is that? Oh, it's an instant, huh? Like, it's a Fujifilm, and right away it was very popular. I began shooting pictures of people, and a couple of people even asked for pictures to take home themselves. And at this point I'm like, maybe I should start charging for instant photos. I mean, the film is actually decently priced, so you're able to pick up a pack of 10 exposures on Amazon relatively cheap. I got a double pack for like 15 bucks. If you buy them in bulk, it's going to save you a lot of money. There are many different types of borders that you can buy. There's a lot of fun ones. There's like polka dots, comic book, monochrome, which is really nice. When I started shooting with this camera, a friend of mine got me the rainbow ones, and that was really cool. The rainbow ones are like maybe 10 to 15 bucks for just one pack of 10. For right now, I'm not too worried about the color borders. I'm more focused on just the pictures and taking them themselves. With the white, it's perfectly fine, and it's more economical for me, especially if you plan on shooting a lot, you know, because let's face it, instant photography is popular. People are gonna love it. People are gonna love you if they see you with it. If you're going out places, you know, hanging out with friends and you bring this along, people are going to love it. Another thing, making sure you get your shots proper, is it has a minimum focal length of 60 millimeter. So the thing with this camera also is I found myself kind of underassuming the shot. I would aim the camera, when you look through the viewfinder, there's a little circle, and it's pretty much just the center of the shot. But I found, like, depending on how far or how close I was to people, there was often a lot of headroom on top. And even though it was like perfectly centered, I found that it was not centered, or maybe because the size of the viewfinder was just hard to judge. So a good rule of thumb is objects that appear in your viewfinder are not as close as they appear. So do not be afraid to get a little bit closer and then, you know, to get it really in there, because, well, yeah, just don't get super close, because then your shot's gonna come out blurry. But I would say maybe a good arm's length, or a little bit further away would be perfect. And well done. My overall impression of this camera is I highly recommend it. Next time I go to a few events, you know, there's gonna be drunk people, whatnot, people bump it into me. I'm not gonna take my expensive camera, because I also found that even though I had my camera with me and I was ready to take the shots, I was not taking as many shots as I anticipated, and often my video camera and my actual camera went to waste. And it just weighed me down, and in the summer it's not fun to lug around a heavy camera. I'm not doing photography professionally, I'm just doing it just for fun. So I think I might want to carry this camera with me next time I go somewhere, because it's just as easy, it's small, it's durable, and I probably won't drop it. So next time you go out to a party, social gathering, bring your Instax Mini. People will love you. You could start a side business, you know. I thought about it. It might be fun. But yeah, I highly recommend it. Film is relatively easy to carry. It comes in a cardboard box, and they come in like a foil type protective cover, and they're inside of a plastic, so those things are not going to break. You can get jostled around, thrown around, bumped into. It's not going to break so easy. Thank you for tuning into this video. I hope you will subscribe to me. Hit the like button down below. I'll be doing more product videos. More to come. Guess who made a special delivery? Why the Amazon Fairy? What did he deliver? Let's see. Oops. And look at it. It's a little selfie mirror for my Fujifilm. Isn't that exciting? Look at that. Install it, see what it looks like. Wonderful. Let's see. Simple enough. Ooh. Just pop this in until you hear a little click, and then we're good to go. I think that's it. Well, what do you know? I can see myself. Let's see if this works. How should I do it? Just wait. I don't know. It must have just been a little like scratched up from the packaging on its long journey from wherever it came, California. And there you have it. So not bad for like a $5 attachment. I will put a link in the description to where I got this one, and there you go. So go ahead, have fun.